Hello everyone, my name is Anton, and in this video I want to give an update on the collections. There was an update sent out earlier this week. I am on version 2.8.10 1876. This is still in beta, but it's working a lot better than it did before this update here. So I wanted to give an update, and they've added relations in here. So I wanted to kind of show this so that you can see what's going to be capable as we move forward. If you hadn't seen the other video where I went through collections in its initial form, then take a look at that there and you can kind of see what's new here in this particular video. So in this example, let's do a scenario where maybe we're using tags. So right now, Craft does not support tags, or you can't really tag in it. You can tag them, but there's really no tagging system built into Craft. So you might want to look at leveraging collections to actually create these tagging type methodology or system within Craft. If we come in here, let's create a couple different collections. I'm going to come in here and just type database. We have one there, and if I do database again here, we'll do that there. Maybe we'll delete a few of these rows so we can see what we have here. And let's call one of these, let's just say people. And then the other collection here we will name global tags. Alright, so this kind of sets the stage for, alright, I'm going to have a people's collection where I can put people in here, and then maybe I want to tag them. And this right now I'm doing global tags, but in this example, as I'm thinking through this, maybe this will be tags based on roles. But what we could have is global tags here and then have properties for the actual category of the tag. So let's walk through this here. I'm going to delete the tags field because this is going to cause some confusion. And if you use this default tag field, these tags can only be seen within that collection. It doesn't kind of span across all your other collections. So we will delete this so that we can add in the ability to have somewhat of a global tag type capability here. We will come in here, and here let's do type. So we'll make this somewhat of a type of tag, and because of we've got a little cramped space in here, we'll work with that though. Let's do maybe role for this one here in this example. Alright, so we have tag, we have different role where we can say family, partner, and maybe friend. And these are tags that are in the category of a role. So if you have a different, like people here, maybe if you have books or something like that there, maybe you want to tag based on the category that they fit in, and entertainment, horror, and things like that. You can still add those tags into this collection as a global, but you also can see what type of tag and what it really fits best for. You could actually even set up multiple collections that support specifically, but that kind of gets you back into the realm of why not just use a tag field that only works within the collection if you're going to start doing that. So this is really more useful if you're going to use it across multiple collections. Alright, so we have the people here, and let's go ahead and let's just put Jane, we'll put John, and we'll put Bob here. And now let's create this field that will have a relationship to the global tags, and we'll call this global tags to make it easy to identify. And we will come down, and now we get the option to add in a relation. This relation will prompt us to pick an actual related collection here. So we'll go through, and what we're looking for is that global tags. We'll pick that one there, and then you have the option of whether you want to set this to be two-way or not, or you can have it to where you can select multiple items from the that related collection or not. And this one here will just force it to do one, but you can do multiple, and that works pretty well. We'll go ahead and add that one in there, and now we have this global tag. We could have gone in here and changed the icon and stuff like that when we set it up, but let me see if we come in here. Is there any other options? Right now it looks a little buggy because I cannot even see these here. Okay, but I won't go too deep into that because there's still some bugs here, and let's just get to the meat of what the feature can do and what it's meant to do here. So I'm in John here, and John has, from a person standpoint, a certain role, or Jane. And Jane, let's say Jane is family, and John, he's a friend of mine, and Bob, he's a partner at work or on a deal that I have. So those are all set up, and these are coming from this particular tag database. Now if I had another collection in here, I could still pull from the same one. Even if these collections are in other documents, you can still pull from this hypothetical global tag collection here. And just to prove that, let's create another collection here. And in this collection, let's just do books. We'll do book 1. We'll keep it simple. 2 and book 3. We'll go ahead and delete this tag field here, and again, you could leave it. It really depends on what your preference is, and we will name this exactly as we named the other one here. So global tags or global tag, and then we will set this up as a relation, and we will not do two-way, and we will set it up to where you can only choose one. We will pick the global tag related collection, or as the related collection, and then we'll go ahead and hit add. So I have that in there now. Let's scroll up. What we'll do is we'll add a couple of things in here that we might want to tag the book with, and we'll just here. You see, we'll call that one genre. Oh, there, and genre. All right, so we will keep those there, and now when we go into the books, we say, okay, this one here is horror, right? This one's sci-fi, and let's stick another one in there, romance, and that one's romance. So all of these are still in the same global tag database. I understand by looking in these here what these are. So we have now two different collections pulling from the same global tag collection in order to fill these properties in. We can come in there, and if we want to get to those, there's this little arrow that will take us into the actual item for that collection. So these are like pages, but you don't have to actually use them as pages. If you want to fill in this with a little bit more descriptive information, you definitely can. So we'll go back here, and now let's move into the different features of the actual relation where you can do two-way. So we'll set this up to have two-way here, and what I want to do here is this is going to create another field in the related column. And for me, the way I'm thinking about this is that when it shows this information, and what it's going to show is which items did I select from the related collection, where is that coming from, right? So it kind of shows a backlink or a bidirectional type link in that field. So right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do people in here, and you may want to call this people relation, or just keep it as people relation on this one. And let's do the same thing for the book. We're going to do two-way, and we'll do books relation. Now, if we scroll down to this tag area here, to the global tag collection, we can see now that within this people relation or collection, these are the things that have this particular tag, and that's the kind of the way you can look at it. In the books collection, these are the books that have these actual tags on them. So if I was to come in here and let's say book 2, let's put book 2 to be romance there. We can see it added book 2 and 3 are now both in here. Let me see, can we expand? We can expand the actual column there. There we go, we can do it that way. So you can see both of those are in there. So anything that leverages this here item from that relation field will then show up when you set up this two-way sync. And they get their own field, so every time you set up a collection to have this field, it's going to create another field. So that's I guess the only thing here is you will get a bunch of fields that gets created here when you do this. But if you name it appropriately, you can at least get a better sense of where these relationships are coming from. Because if you just had a bunch of different items showing up in here, you may not know exactly where they're coming from within your vault, because these could come from any document anywhere within your space. So this is just a quick and simple breakdown of the relation feature. And yeah, hopefully this adds a little bit of insight on what's to come. This is still in beta, but they should be releasing this pretty soon. I don't have a timeline, but before the end of the year is what they've promised. There are other things that they're releasing with this new version 3 craft version that they're going to release, which is the styles and also the tasks that feature that they have out there. This is just a drop in the bucket on what you can do with relations, and I think it's done pretty well. It's not the objects that people wanted previously that the craft team did release and then they abandoned, but I think this is a pretty good alternative to what they were thinking about doing previously. Alright, if you found value in this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and until the next time, have a nice day.